Okay. Look at the AIs. They're always on time. Gotta get rid of you, you dirty technology swine.
I was early, okay.
You were early. You came in just a few seconds before they did. Just a few. Good morning, Lydia. Good morning, Mark. Good morning, Aaron. Good morning, Maggie. Good morning, Eric. Good morning, Elisa. Good morning, Holly. Good morning, Jess. Good morning, Dan.
Good morning, Dan.
Good
Morning,
morning.
David.
All right, it's Monday. Monday fun day. Let's hear from you. What do you got? What are
It's
you
something
working on? What are you
interesting.
just being proud of?
I get to go to the Keller Williams Southwest Region Awards ceremony tomorrow, which I'm excited. Uh, the other thing is more of a shout out about Jess for helping me for the past couple of days with a client of mine. Even if it was last minute, she kind of stepped up and helped me out a great deal.
Great
You're welcome.
deal.
I wrote an offer
Did you?
yesterday. Met with a client. It was the same day I met with Eric's client. Showed the property and wrote an offer the same day.
Nice.
I held open house this past weekend and it was raining. So normally people don't show up, but 5 people came to the open house. It's in a resort. So I think things are picking up and the other home, someone put that on top of their list again. So I think
I
these homes are gonna go.
I had the same thing, Audra. I had an open house for Aaron Frame this weekend and had 9 people through. I haven't seen that in I don't even know how long.
Was it raining out there?
No, it was a pretty nice day. It was
Oh,
Sunday.
That was Sunday. Saturday's open houses were garbage.
yeah, yeah. I had it on Saturday, and I just didn't think anybody would come. So I told my clients if they want, they could stay home, and then I'll put the house signs out. Since it was raining out and they had dogs, they said no, we don't want to. If someone comes, they don't want to put their dogs to annoy them because they bark. So I had to go in and it's like, nobody might come, but I'm just holding this open house anyway. But people showed up.
You know why they came, right? Because you
Um,
held an open house. Because you did the thing.
but normally no one comes hardly, you know, and I'm thinking maybe because of the rates, right? Going down and people more activity.
Possible?
Yeah.
Tell us more.
Cause I'm actually getting activity when last year I had 2 homes on the market, both of them expired. I have 2 homes and one of them I put back on the market and it's getting more activity than it did last year. So
Okay.
they're both
Market
getting
game.
activity actually.
Love that. Jess, I got to know what happened to get you a text message, actually an email from the vice president of a real estate company, a large one with a very long name, to say that you did amazing ethical things.
Um,
Oh, wow.
I knew you were gonna ask that. Um,
I told
I
you I
don't
would.
know. Just doing the right thing. So I got a Zillow call and I asked if they were working with anyone else, and she said yes. And she said who it was. And I verified that she was committed to working with that agent. And I said, okay, you need to call her and sign something with her and make sure that you reach out to her directly, every time you want to see a house so that other realtors aren't trying to steal your business. And so Then I Googled her name and number and I called that agent and I told her, your buyer's super interested in this property. Just wanted to let you know. And she was just super impressed that I took those steps and didn't take her client. I mean, it was just really doing the right thing, I guess.
I'm so proud of you. You should be proud of you. We should all be proud of each other for doing great things like that.
Well, thanks.
Way to go, Miss Jess. Mikey, good to see you got both eyes open today. Glad to see that that's resolved. All right. Any other wins, shares, something you're just dang proud of?
Last one for me, Dan. I've read the entire real estate or Millionaire Real Estate by Gary Keller over the weekend.
There you go.
Very
I had
insightful.
Who else?
Sorry, Eric, I didn't know you were done.
Go ahead,
Oh, no,
Kaylee.
you're fine.
I had a great open house yesterday. That's all.
There you go.
Yep.
Open houses are working. Do them. Capture business.
I did a buyer's and a listing consultation with one of my friends, and he's very meticulous and he asks questions that I've never heard. But I did earn his business, so it was good.
That's awesome. All right. Going once?
I have a listing appointment this week for around 1.3.
There you go. Entry level San Diegan house.
Yeah, from a referral.
Love that.
And I let go of my buyers because they canceled on me for the third time.
And how'd that conversation go?
It went well. I ultimately told them, I said, I wanted this process just to be as enjoyable for you guys, but I don't think that I'm going to be the right agent for you. Ultimately, I do think that you guys need to take a break and figure out what you guys want.
Abby, is this third time canceling meeting up with you or third time canceling while you're under contract?
This is the second time they've canceled on me under contract.
Oh, okay. Yeah, hell no.
Yeah. So
I wonder, someone said that they asked questions that they never heard before. What questions did they ask?
There was a lot of them.
Oh,
Like I was pretty much like, it was like I was on trial because he's very quick he's fired previous realtors. And like I said, I worked with him on base. I was in I used to work for the inspector general. And so I used to run a lot of the base exercises and stuff. And so he was one of my harder people to work with. So I was really kind of happy that he reached out to me, but it just, it made me feel good at the end of it because I was able to answer his stuff and I made him feel comfortable.
Spirit.
You guys are starting up blast. I love it. I don't have to keep you guys moving this morning. But we do have to get into the topic of conversation. That is today's mindset reset. And I think it spins around a little bit what we're talking about today. So, why do you think you guys had so many wins this weekend?
Because we were out in activity.
That's one. In the business, actively doing something. That's always a benefit for you.
I think our morning meetings have a lot to do with it too, because it pushes us to step outside of our comfort zone and it also pushes us to be more engaged with our business.
Yeah, that's part of it. I'm definitely putting my boot in a lot of your guys' heinies to get you out there doing something.
Yeah, I think it's a combination intentionality. Like Aaron was saying, we're doing this every day, getting in the right frame of mind, continuing our growth and our knowledge, being out there and like tenacious about it. And then the market's seeing some shifts too that are aligning with us and we're showing up and ready for it.
Why do you think most real estate agents fail?
They don't do the job.
They're losers.
They're lazy.
Laziness, right? Actually, I would have to say that most agents don't fail because they're lazy. They fail because they're unprepared. They're unprepared for the level of work required to make themselves successful in this business. How many times have you failed at something later to look back and go, man, I wasn't ready. I was not prepared. It only happens a few times for successful people. It only happens a few times because then you realize I can't just wing it. I can't walk into a listing appointment and wing it. I got to sit down, do the research, know the market.
Yeah, mine was my first listing appointment when I was with TA. I had no freaking clue what I was doing, but I've prepped a lot since, and my listing appointments have been going really well.
Yeah. Preparation is key. It helps us move through monotony. Preparation also allows us to move forward with discipline. If you're prepared for the next day, is it easy to start?
Yes.
So much easier.
So much easier, right? Because you don't get caught off guard. You don't get thrown off track very easily because you're prepared. You're ready to go. You guys know I use a lot of success conversations paired directly to what happens in my household, which is kind of funny. This morning, I wake the boys up for school like I do every morning at 6:50 or at 6:40. At 6:40, and I check on them at 6:50. I give them 10 minutes of fluff before it's like, hey, why aren't you moving? Well, at 6:50, Sky wasn't moving. And so I gave him another ping and said, hey, dude, get ready. We got to go in 10 minutes. Doesn't say anything. So I go get Stone ready, get myself ready, feed the dogs, walk the cats, do all the things that my day has so I can be ready to go to work. At 7:05, which is the cutoff time for us to be walking out of the house to be on time for school, I walk into Sky's room and he is under the blanket, legs up on the bed, phone in his face. Now you guys can imagine I am the embodiment of gentle parenting. You guys don't know me well enough. No one laughed.
I'm
I
laughing.
did.
I walked into his room, opened the door, and I gentle parented him the best that gentle parenting can be. And he's like, I don't have any pants. Dude, you're wearing pants. There are pants in your closet. There are pants in your dresser. There are pants everywhere. Well, my jeans aren't clean. Okay, don't wear jeans. Meltdown ensues. So instead of fixing the problem for him, I just said, you know what? Figure it out. And I left. I told Stone. Stone's like, great, now I'm going to be late. And because he knows we have to leave at a certain time so he can not be late. I said, no, buddy, we're not going to be late. We're leaving without Skylar. Well, won't he get in trouble for not being at school? I'm sure. Well, he's going to miss this. Okay. That's not our concern, is it, bud? Get in the car. Let's go. And as I was driving out of the driveway, Skylar walked out of his room. Well, we have cameras everywhere in our house. Walked out of his room confused, like, where is everybody? Well, sir, this is a very important lesson. If you're not prepared, the opportunities will pass you by. And even more so, opportunities are not lost. They're taken by someone who was prepared. You guys ever play the game Shotgun when you were kids? Like who calls shotgun gets to sit up front, right? Uber competitive in my house. Skylar almost always wins because he's a bully. And you know what? I'm okay with it. Stone's the youngest. He can sit in the back seat. Well, this morning, Stone went to get in the front or get into the back seat. I'm like, no. Get in the front, dude. You're the one prepared. Get in. Let's go to school. Not only that, he got to pick the music this morning, which is a super rarity too. I'll tell you that I think Stone's going to have one of the best Mondays that he's ever had. Why do you think that is?
Because he was prepared.
Got the rewards for his efforts.
He got rewarded
because he got to punish his brother.
What's that, Jim?
Because he got to punish his brother.
Well, yeah, part of that too. Little deviant there, but he got rewarded for his preparedness. He was ready, and being ready, he won. It's a simple victory, but it directly correlated to our conversation for this morning. When I talk to you guys every day, so yeah, I do talk on the weekends too. When we're prepared, the opportunities seem to fall in our lap. And it's not just because you're out there doing open houses or door knocking or in your databases. Those are massive conditions. You've got to be out in the environments to catch these things. But when you're prepared for them, it seems like they're a lot easier to catch. And if you're still having a hard time understanding the concept here, what's easiest? Going fishing with your bare hands? Going fishing with a fishing line? Or going fishing with a net?
With a net.
Right? It's all the same fish. It's all the same river. It's all the same elements. The difference is, which tool did you bring? Well, I don't have a net. Make one. Well, I don't know how. Figure it out. When we take the time to get prepared, it creates confidence in what we're doing. It's no longer an if, but a when. It becomes a condition of the recipe. Follow the recipe, eat the cake. A lot of us don't naturally have a bravado, this arrogance, I can say, unfounded confidence. Because when you know what you're doing and you know how to prepare and you're ready for it, confidence becomes the byproduct of knowing your shit. I mean, knowing your stuff. Sorry. You don't rise to the occasion, right? I think I've said this in a different way. When things go wrong, we default to our lowest level of preparedness, our lowest level of training, right? Fight or flight mentality. In the military, a lot of you are military and you've been through this, right? What is basic training all about?
Training the basics.
Breaking you down to build you back up.
Yeah.
Breaking you down so that your basic level of preparedness is higher than the other guys.
And adjusting your mindset to the military.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leveling the battlefield.
Reprogramming you. For those of us who aren't in the military, right, we can understand the same thing. It's like you have this obligation in your life to be successful, right? It may be that you're doing $1 million listings. It may be that you just showed up to your 9 to 5 on time. Without doing things successfully or without being prepared, you find yourself destitute, struggling to come across successes and wins and a vibrant life that other people are living now makes you upset. And the funny thing is can you fake being prepared?
Yeah.
Wrong.
I do it every day.
No, you are prepared.
To other people, maybe not to yourself.
But if someone asks you how's the market and you bullshit them, do they know if you're bullshitting them?
Well, it depends on how much they know.
Yeah.
I'd say that's a 50-50 answer.
I'm gonna challenge every one of you that think no, right? People can tell when you're winging it. People can feel it when you're not prepared. Now, you may not have done the deep dive that you wanted to do, but all of the work, all of the morning calls, all of the scripting practices, all the objections you've already handled, all of the situations you've been through are all preparing you for the situations you're going to have. But if you are going into something completely unknown, unprepared, can you just lean on your laurels and be like, well, I've done this before, I'm going to just wing it? Then you're looking at 50-50 because then it's a 50-50 shot. Well, maybe they know I'm bullshit, maybe I don't know. Maybe I get this, maybe I won't. But when you know you got all the information, all the answers, all the resources, all the tools, all the solutions, you speak differently. You convey an authority to the people that you're talking to, and they feel it. Anyone ever had that where you just kind of was like, I know my shit. Try me.
Or a day.
Or hey, right?
Yeah.
So what does the daily decision look like to get prepared? Well, one, you got to have a plan. If you wake up in the morning and you're just gonna wing it, are you prepared for the day?
100% no.
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 Some of you struggle with having a plan, let alone not having a plan,
Or having a plan, but no discipline to follow it.
right? Again, preparedness. It's a daily decision that we make to set a plan, to set accountable actions. Do we know what we're doing in the week, right? What are the big appointments, the big conversations, the big situations that we need to have? Anyone that's been with me when I'm in my office and I need to take a broker level call, what do I do first?
Stop the other stuff you're doing.
Okay, Christina, what's the physiological thing that I do before answering that call?
I mean, I don't know. I see you. No, oh, like if it's a call that you were planning or not planning, like something
Not
just
planning.
fell in your lap. Yeah. I mean, what I've observed is obviously like taking a quick minute, stop the conversation in place, like get in front of your computer in case you need it, sit up straight, kind of take a breath and dive in.
Right? I prepare myself for whatever fight's coming. And Christina's right. I stop what's happening. Okay, hold up. Take a breath. Notice you said I changed my posture because you know what? If you're going to be in a fighting stance, you better be in a fighting stance. Don't get knocked off your feet. But I do. I take a second. I take a breath. I let it slow down because I don't know what's happening. So I need to be as prepared as I can be for the unknown. Can you guys do the same thing? If you're in the middle of dealing with 6 hounds howling, 5 babies crying, 4 dogs a barking, 3 cats a meowing, 2 dads of yelling, and 1 pissed off kid, is now the best time to take an unknown phone call?
Nope.
Negative.
But you just
I
described my
actually
in-laws.
definitely say from experience, no.
I was talking about Holly's house right there. That's all Holly's house.
Yes, that's my house.
Every time she talks to me, that's just what's what I hear in the background. How about you call me when it's not chaos?
She's like, well, I'll talk to you never.
Yeah, I'll talk to you never.
Yeah,
That's the thing is
pretty
we can review our surroundings. We can say, you know what, now is probably not the best time. You can pick up the phone and say, hey, thank you for calling Keller Williams. This is Dan. Oh, that's great. Do you mind? I'm actually in the middle of something. I will call you back in 15 minutes or however long it takes you to slay those dragons. And then call them back when you're in a better place, when you can sit down at your computer and you can have a better prepared conversation.
Or I can sneak off to the garage.
Right? But if we're not practicing our scripts, we're not reviewing our showings and going over how the conversations went and doing kind of a debrief of here's what happened, here's what was said, here was the response, here's how I handled it, what did I do wrong? If we're not preparing ourselves because of our, past experiences, we won't have any better information for the future. But then you practice these things because once you're prepared, it's not a once in a while thing. Are you set for life? When you learn that you're prepared, learn to have conversations, you learn to have these abilities to talk to people. It does not take you time to get in the mood, to get in the frame of mind to handle a tough conversation or to handle an unknown conversation. Once you're prepared, you stay prepared. Ever take a vacation, come back to work and be like, oh, I feel so lost. Well, it's because your preparation went to for the last 4, 10, 15 days, whatever it was. And some of you are still on vacation. It's the 26th of the January, so you should have been off vacation 22 days ago.
Also guilty.
Also guilty, right? So let's ask you, what is one area of your business, your physical life, your mental life, your overall well-being that you are underprepared in?
Finances.
Finances. Big one for a lot of people.
Good one.
Right? are you planning for the future? Right? Oh, I'm 40 years old. I don't have to think about the future. No, dude, people die every day. If someone would have kicked the knowledge that I have into me today 20 years ago, I would be a millionaire multiple times over. I probably wouldn't be talking to you guys because I'd be too cool to talk to you guys. I'd be in my fishing boat down south with Forrest Gump getting shrimps. I'd be rich, but I'm not. So now I have whatever time is left to make it so that I die rich. That's preparedness around money. But when we're prepared, can't we have better deals in life?
Yep.
All right. Who's bought something off of Craigslist or the marketplace or something of more than $1,000 recently?
Oh,
Or $1,000-ish, right? And when you have the cash in hand, don't you feel like you have a stronger negotiating position? Right? I am prepared to pay cash. People will get off their number real fast. I think Mikey was talking about this truck that we helped negotiate for him, that white Dakota. What was it listed for? 1,500? 1,000 something? I don't know.
Yeah, it's like 1,200.
1,200. And I told him, fuck it, dude. I'll send you the cash or whatever. I was like, just to help you do it, just so you walk in with the cash, be like, I will pay you right now this much. You're prepared to make this business happen, transact. I had $4,000 sitting in my cash fund. Actually, I had $3,400 in my cash fund over the weekend, and I want to buy a rifle for myself. So this is my rifle money. I just putting the money away, and we needed a new vehicle for one of our kids. So Jess comes to me. She goes, "We need to buy a new Expedition." Okay, sure. I'm thinking a couple months down the road, not tomorrow. We talk about this on Thursday. She goes, "Oh, my budget's between $6,000 and $9,000. She goes, I have $6,000. I can finance the other $3,000. I'm like, no. We're not going to finance $3,000. I was like, we're going to wait until we have the money where we're prepared to purchase something. She goes, well, this is what I'm looking for. I was like, great. I happen to be a Facebook menace. I'm always on Marketplace. So I found a black XLT with under 100,000 miles. Actually got 79,000 miles. And it's listed for $6,000. I was like, babe, here, look, $6,000, $6,000. When? She goes, when can we go see it? This is Saturday afternoon now. A couple days later. I was like, I don't know. It's 4:00 in the afternoon on a Saturday. We're not going to Phoenix today. So I said, hey, let's go tomorrow morning. Bright and squirrely. We got to wake up at 7:00. We'll drive up there, be done, back by noon. She goes, okay. I thought she would say no because early in the morning. I was really hoping. I was prepared for her to say no because she doesn't like to wake up early. But as we were leaving, I was like, I have $3,400 in cash. I can Zelle or Venmo or whatever the rest of it from Jess's money. We could make this deal happen. But then something told me in my soul, based on my thousands of car deals that I've negotiated, I was like, we need to stop at the bank on the way out of town. I need to get $600. Why is that? I was like, because I have a feeling I can buy this for $4,000.
And you put a tangible amount in front of somebody, it influences dramatically. That's why casinos don't use cash.
Exactly. So that was the thing. I was prepared to spend $6,000. But I came with what I wanted to buy it with. And as I'm talking to the guy, made relationship, had fun, did my thing. I made friends with him. We negotiated. We came up with a deal. And his wife was on the phone. She's like, just sell it to him for $4,500. Instantly, I'm all, I don't have to negotiate down. She already did it for me. Right off the bat. Bang, bang. Right? $1,500 off the kit.
Don't be the first one to throw out a number.
Never. And so I then pull out this stack of cash in my pocket and be like, I have $4,000 cash right now. And I tried to hand it to the guy. He knew the game, so he backed up. He's like, I'm not touching that. And after about 4 minutes of conversation, she goes, I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. I'll bring the title. Can you wait there? And my wife looked at me. She goes, did we really just buy this for $4,000? And I looked at my wife and said, did we really just buy our 9th fucking car? Preparedness also works in your favor when you're trying to do things in life. Now, all of you must be sad for me because I have to wait another 5 months to get more money in place for my rifle. Don't have kids, they're fucking expensive.
But you have a happy wife.
That is true.
Is it the same rifle I'm thinking of, Dan?
Yeah, it's 100% the rifle I posted on because I was ready this weekend to buy some grandpa's old Barrett 50 cal that he wanted to get rid of. Now I have to wait a little bit longer. Preparedness is key for success in life, my friends.
Sounds like you need to sell some more houses.
Yes, I do, and you guys do as well. All of you sell more houses, make more money.
Damn, I need you guys to sell more houses.
That's the thing, guys. I want to show preparedness can either hurt you because you're not ready, but can also help you because you are. Like I was prepared. I was prepared to do what it took. This is the other side of that coin. I was prepared to do what it took. Like I was ready. I was ready to sign that check. Let's get going. It's a good deal. I'm prepared for it. And somehow it came out better in my favor because I was prepared to do what it took. It's a great book. It's called The Secret to Getting Everything You Want in Life. That's the title of it. And the entire book is around the premises of being willing to do what it takes. If you write a list of 50 things it's going to take for you to be successful in life, and you're willing to do all 50 of those things, you'll find that success comes to you a lot easier. But if you're not prepared to do number 27 or 28 or 29, those are the 3 things that are going to stop you from being successful. So, guys, thank you for being prepared with me this morning. I'm excited to see what happens tomorrow. Until then, big high five.